Lynn Moon, an ordinary girl from Metropolis. She knew about the extraordinary though. Everyone did. Everyone saw all the heroes and villains on the news. Superman, Wonder Woman, Lex Luthor, the Joker, and countless others. They were tearing the city apart. The rivalry, the hate, the constant fighting, all at the cost of human lives. Her friends' lives. Her family's lives. For what? Lynn felt different. The world felt different. Brainiac's return was a surprise to everyone, but somehow, something had happened. People changed. She changed. Lumin was born, and Lynn Moon was no more. She felt a new and strange power surging through her. Her mind felt sharper, her senses heightened. She could do things now. She never believed she was destined for greatness. Destined to be one of the heroes that caused so much hurt, so much heartache. She promised herself she would do it differently, no longer be reliant on the power of others. She would take destiny into her own hands. Hello and welcome to the first of my DC Universe online gameplay videos. I hope you enjoyed that intro. I actually went to a lot of effort to make it, and yes, it may be a little bit generic. It may be seen before, all that.
The hack worked. I'm in and you're awake and free. Whew. Okay, I'm Oracle and we are gonna get you off this ship. Look for a doorway out.
Yes, I'm gonna try not to talk over Oracle, and I hope she does the same for me.
They broke my hack. The ship knows you're free. Watch out.
Yeah, she doesn't really have much courtesy, does she? Anyway, okay, so yeah, the intro.
My readings show forces gathering beyond that door.
I don't have any words for that. Sorry. Okay, but the intro, I wanted to give you guys a bit of insight as to why I chose this character, give a little backstory behind it. The look of the character, I can't really sort of go into detail about that. I guess I can't say it was a spur of the moment thing. It took me an incredible long time to create the character. But yeah, this is Lumin, and I love her dearly. So the weapons, the talents, stuff like that, I'll discuss it as we go along. Not going to get into detail right now. So as you can see, the graphics of this game, amazing. First impressions are definite thumbs up for that. And right now the story seems to be that we were captured and imprisoned by Brainiac on his ship. So as you can see, we just broke out of that containment shell. Maybe we didn't do it alone, obviously. Oracle helped us. She made that painfully obvious a couple of times. And we're going to fight our way out of here now. You can see there are a couple of guards that came to attack me here. Brainiac's henchmen, stooges, whatever you want to call them. And you'll immediately notice that this game uses a sort of quest system like the new one that they implemented in World of Warcraft Cataclysm, where the quests update on the fly. You'll be able to pick new quests up without actually even doing anything. You just enter areas and it'll give you a quest, and you just leave areas and it'll update it for you. So it gives you the rewards, everything like that. And here I'm just beating away at these crates.
I will patrol towards the prisoner bay.
And yes, the fact that I stop every time these guys say something is actually a bit annoying. I need to work on that. I need to get used to how this game works. Voice acting is a big surprise to me, and I'm going to say it's a welcome one, because I do enjoy the fact that there's no like really boring quest text to read. They don't give you an entire list of a page long just to kill 5 crabs, you know, something like that. So this is the first semi-mini boss fight kind of thing that they give you here. Very interesting boss because it actually grounds you. You can see my skill of choice for movement is flight, and I tried to fly away there, but it grounds me immediately. So he's got a little shield.
That was an overseer. Let's get you out of their patrol range. Look for a transport tube above you. They crisscross the ship. Use that to keep moving.
Okay, sounds simple enough. So he puts up that shield. When you attack him while the shield is on, you do less damage. So it's pretty simple. And again, I keep beating down on these crates, and I'll tell you right now, I'm the kind of person that will try to do every single little thing in every single area. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. And I think that's probably the perfect kind of person to actually make videos, because you won't miss a single thing. So, I can't even remember what I was talking about. Yes, the story. Okay, so we've got this mystery lady Oracle trying to help us out here. And I suppose the whole story is that you probably saw the intro already. I will link it again in this video as well. That Brainiac has returned. And, ooh, I leveled. Nice. Okay, so Braniac's returned, and this is one of his harvesting ships.
Search the vessel.
And we've been caught here. We've been... I'm not sure what he does with the people that he harvests. I think he's taken... no, he's not taking the exobytes, actually. I'm sorry, I'm totally confused here. But the whole thing was that they released the exobytes back. Lex Luthor released the exobytes back into Earth's atmosphere, or into to the people of Earth, whatever you want to call it. And they all sort of... A lot of them started gaining these superpowers. And there were instantly a bunch of superheroes that were able to do battle with Braniac's forces and protect the Earth.
The entire ship is connected to Brainiac. You have to keep moving.
So you can see here every time, as I was saying, the quests are updating. Get past the patrols is my current objective, and I did choose my first skill there. I chose to go with telekinesis for this one, and this first skill, I'm not sure what it actually does. I was in this sort of just winging it.
Get ready. The ship is sending more security your way.
And it does a lot of damage, that's for sure. And it looks like it's some sort of I-beam. I do think it looks really cool, and I think it works quite well with my bow and arrow and my melee attacks. So a quick tip for you guys that want to create characters out there: your attack color. You'll see mine is this bluish purplish color. That's actually dictated by the power you choose. So I chose mental, and I get that color. And fire gets a reddish color. Ice gets a bluish color, and you know, you get the idea. So this is actually the reason I chose flight and archery, because you can really abuse this. If you're fighting against normal mobs and you manage to get a lock on them, wow, thanks Swin, it took a while, you get a lock on them, then you can really start pounding away at them while they can't even hit you. I mean, you're sitting in the air, and it just seems like such a crazy advantage that you'd absolutely have to abuse. So again, I'm just flying around checking out where everything is, if there's any crates that I can open here for items, if there's anything I can loot, use, whatever. I want to get it all. But I will mention that the graphics are pretty amazing. I did say that, but it's using, I think, a modified version of the Unreal Engine. It runs incredibly smoothly. Of all the games I've frapped before, this is probably the nicest one. It just works so well.
Security nexus up ahead. Get through and use the transport tube.
The combat, I'm gonna have you you can judge that for yourself. You can see what I'm doing here. It feels incredibly solid to me. No jokes. It feels potent, powerful, reactive. I don't know what to really call it, but it does feel like a superhero game's combat system should feel. It feels like you're actually pounding away at these guys, and every hit feels like it has some force or weight behind it, and I really, really like that. There's a bit of awkward animations here when you shoot or attack and then start flying, but it's all good. It does look quite cool. I would have liked it that so your state, I chose primal for mine. That's the way you stand when you idle. It would have been nice if that would have affected your flight, like animation or something, because I fly like Superman and I don't want to fly like Superman. Who wants to fly like Superman anyway? Yeah. So picking up this vending machine, gonna try to do some real damage with it, but then oopsie, no mobs here, and that's a real disappointment for me. So when you pick up items, you can either smash them or you can throw them. So you can hit the ground with them and ooh, shiny. You can hit the ground with them or you can throw them at your opponents. Both work quite well, both do a lot of damage.
Move into position. Contain the human.
Contain the human. I assume that's me they're talking about, and I will go and contain them. I try things like this a lot, and you might get annoyed by this during my videos because I'm just going to try pick up everything, throw everything I can, loot everything I can. But I have to experiment. This is a new game, and there's a lot to learn. And I just learned that that force field, or whatever it is something that you shouldn't fly into. Yet I do it over and over again. Huh. Brilliant. Well done. So I like the fact that they throw a lot of mobs at you. I like the fact that it feels arcadey, full of action. It's the kind of game I like to play. Okay, it keeps me interested the whole time from start to finish. This little starting area wasn't so long. I think it was about 20 minutes long, and I gotta say I was interested all the way through. This is my first playthrough. And it's a lot of fun. No doubt about that. The game, they definitely, at least these starting areas, are a lot of fun, and that to me is the most important part. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how the controls work here. Okay, I didn't say that yet. I thought I'd just inform you guys. Left click at the moment works as your basic melee attack, and right click, for me at least, is my ranged attack. So here's someone called Ambush Bug here, and I was wondering, okay, what the heck is this? And I realized that this must be something that the game might bug you or something, and then you can obviously talk to this guy and he'll fix it for you. And, well, needless to say, I did talk to him.
Oh, look, a new player.
Yeah, so he says some quirky little voice that he has there, and then he just disappears. So I assume there was no bug here. Game running smoothly so far, no bugs at all. And you can see I leveled again. I didn't. I was caught up in the moment. Okay, I didn't use my skills or anything like that. And you can see I'm also picking up achievements.
Oh. Uh-oh. These energy readings. Brainiac has a full invasion force stored on this ship.
Now that does look impressive. That does look really impressive. Those graphics are just so pretty. I mean, I really can't say much more about that. The use of bloom, the excessive use of bloom effects, I love it. Okay. There you go, Jailbird. That was the first time I got stunned, and you can use your shift key to break out of stuns. That's obviously used a lot in PvP because there are quite a few stuns, and I assume that's something that you should probably start practicing early on. And here's the first puzzle kind of thing that I ran into. I couldn't attack this thing, and I just assumed that it was being powered by the stuff here. I also didn't realize that you could tap control to loot nearby items. So you'll realize that in this video I keep running after these little these little cash, these little dollar signs on the ground, which is obviously the currency, which is just called cash in this game. I gotta appreciate that simplicity. I didn't press control. I'm obviously blatantly just not looking at what I should be looking at, and looking too much at these pretty graphics and my nice character that I made. So you can just tap control to pick up items. I will start doing that in my next video. So a few basic things I gotta say. I like the fact that they ease you into this. The game isn't that difficult right away. They present you with a few little more complex mobs like those overseers, and then these little puzzles, stuff like that. They sort of prepare you for the real world out there, and for things that MMO players need to know. So I think it's going to be very friendly to new players. Yes, destroy them. I will burn you with my, what do I call this? My mental vision. Seriously. I love the animation though. When I use this this telekinesis, this first skill of mine. I'm not sure what the name is. I'll get on that in just a bit. But when I use it, I love the fact that she just throws her head forward and shoots a beam out of her eyes or from her mind. I love it. I just absolutely love it. And the animations, like I said before, it feels so solid. It feels so reactive. I can't really think of any other words. It's like you just attack and it happens. And you've got to keep in mind, I'm playing from South Africa here, and I've got very high latency. Okay, and here I'm blocking it because I thought, okay, he's using a big attack.
The main gun is up ahead. Destroy it, and the ship's external defense network will go down. Then the League can get in and get you out of there.
Yeah, so I thought he was going to use some big attack there because this little symbol came above his head, and it never happened. Interesting. So I sort of got into the mode of using combos here, like 1 arrow, 2 arrow, beam, and it worked incredibly well. So that kind of thing, I like it. I like that you can mix it up. And here's the biggest battle I've had thus far. You can see how quickly I handled the Overseer here, though. A lot better than before. You'll see, he just goes dead, he goes down, and then I just smack, beam, and he's dead.
The prisoner reached the prime weapon control room. Damage to the power couplings will destabilize
That's
the ship.
Brainiac. That's Brainiac talking right there. And that the whole thing is that he controls...
Foolish human. You cannot stop the conversion.
Let me just let these people talk
In
first.
the Nexus, destroy anything connecting the gun to the ship.
Okay, so that must be him. But Brainiac controls everything with his huge, I assume, brain. I'm not sure how Brainiac looks,
Standing by to teleport
but...
in the minute it's out and the shields drop.
But I'm assuming he's got a huge brain because he's controlling all these robots, all these machines, all these gadgets, all this intricate stuff. He's controlling it all with his mind, and it's all connected somehow. So, not one to trifle with. So this is the first boss fight, I suppose. And you're busy taking down these couplings to try and power down the bosses, to power down the main weapon. The main gun is actually right below me under the floor here. So you destroy them, it won't power it down, it'll actually make it drop to the ground. You'll see an animation of that shortly. And as Oracle just said there, Superman is standing by.
Do not fail, Brainiac.
So Superman is obviously going to jump up in here and help me out in just a couple of seconds. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a few more of these videos, and probably another one tomorrow. I'd like to do it as soon as possible because I'm really enjoying this. And, ooh, there goes the main gun.
The gun is falling. It's smashing into Brainiac's bottle below.
Okay, she's finished talking. Now time to kill the Brainiac Guardian. He has a lot of health, and he took quite a bit of time, and look at me just failing at the dodge there. He took a lot of time to kill. I generally try to just switch maybe back to ground. I deactivate my flight form when I'm trying to fight, because it often just it actually slows you down. When you're attacking or being attacked and using your movement mode, then you move quite slowly. So there, that little symbol above his head with a skull, it means he's preparing a deadly energy pulse. And I should have blocked there. Lo and behold, I didn't. So typical. And he's obviously exposed now. So I'll just pound away at him. And I actually remember seeing before that you can get a 25 hit counter achievement, so I was going for that here, and I thought to myself, why not, you know, let's get it. And there you go, feat achieved. They actually called it feats here, not achievements.
Has failed. Powering down.
Superman, get ready. I'm bringing you in.
She's bringing him in.
You have doomed yourself. You will go down with this ship.
And here comes the legendary, the one, the only, Superman.
Think again, Brainiac. You can't take out the both of us.
Yes. So now we get to smack down, brawl it out, have a bit of a battle with Superman at our sides. What more could you want? I mean, I saw that I-beam of his and I was like, whoa, that is one fat I-beam. That must do a lot of damage. It's actually, mine is nothing compared to that. I'm actually pretty embarrassed I didn't use my I-beam too much in this fight, because it just doesn't really match up to Superman's. So, I like this. I like the fact that they throw one of the big names in here for you to sort of meet up with and encounter earlier in the game. I'd like to know who the villains get there. I know TotalBiscuit did it, but actually it slips my mind. I can't remember who they get to help them out.
Almost there. Keep fighting. The network doesn't want to let me in.
Indeed. So we're going to keep fighting here. But yes, as I said, my mentor is Wonder Woman. I told you that before. So I actually expected her to be here, but no, Superman will do too. And he really does pretty well. Wow, I could just leave him to do this himself, and I'll just collect all the loot. That's actually what I'm doing right now. So this first part of the game, lots of fun. I can't really say much else about it. I really enjoyed it, and I absolutely can't wait to get further. I'm pretty happy with my character choice. I said before there were a couple of options that I wanted to do, maybe things that I wanted to do a bit differently. I wanted to make a zombie character. I wanted to make a goody zombie character, but I didn't do that. Let's just talk to Superman here first, and then I'll tell you more about that.
Nice work. Brainiac wasn't counting on you breaking free and disabling his ship. Now use the teleporter and get yourself back to the city. We've got work to do.
Work to do indeed.
Yes, it's done. Superman will finish here. Use the teleporters to escape. Go!
We were overwhelmed by his attacks. But only the gods can make or destroy worlds. And Brainiac is no god. From a single man's courage, we have an army of heroes to stand against Brainiac. Together, we shall fight tyranny. From Brainiac or any other false god. As Wonder Woman, I know that we all have our destiny. And for these heroes, it is the call to greatness.
So yes, headline complete. I'm assuming headlines are the big quests. Like maybe acts or something akin to that. I'm not going to use the teleporter right now. I'm going to start that in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed my first gameplay video. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these, and I'll tell you more about the zombie character I was just talking about in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and keep coming back for more, because there will be more.